Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your Muse Traci. I am your favorite manifestation coach, and I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I offer one-on-one coaching, and I am also now offering group coaching. I have another group coaching opening soon. Stay tuned for the details. This is to help you transform and revolutionize your life in all areas. In my coaching program, we take a deep dive into your subconscious programming or your belief system, and we do the work to change the programming that is effectively covering up or masking your true nature. Most of my clients will stay with me 2 to 3 months to integrate these teachings, and some like to stay longer, which is totally fine as well. That's always your call. So I will take you through the process of cleaning up your programming. We meet 2 to 3 times per week, and in between sessions, you have homework to do on your own, email access to me. And so it is a lot of hand holding, and it is an intensive program designed to create real transformation in every area of your life, to return you back again to your true nature of being an effortless and unlimited creator. If you're interested in learning more, leave me a comment down below or send me an email and I'll get back to you. I also just released a free mini course explaining why and how manifesting a specific person is absolutely possible. So if you're still questioning if it's even possible, if you go back to questioning that from time to time, I highly recommend this course. Again, it's completely free, and it will help you to solidify your understandings of the fundamentals about why this is even possible. So you can check that out. The link is in the description for that mini course. All right, you guys, so today I want to talk all about manifesting more money. This video is long overdue. I put out a poll. It's probably been about a month ago now, and this was the second rated video requested idea that you guys voted on. So long overdue. Thanks for your patience, but let's get into it. So first of all, it's important to understand that the current level of money that you have showing up in your experience right now is a direct result of your current belief system about you, about money, and about you in regards to money. Nothing else, right? That's the first thing to understand. It's not like just your destiny to have this level of money. It's not all that you're capable of having. It's not what someone else outside of you wants to have. It's not what you're meant to have. No, none of that. It's simply a reflection of your current belief system. Okay, so if you realize this and understand that this is a process of changing beliefs, right? If you understand the current level, excuse me, is a reflection of your belief system, and you would actually prefer something different, then it's basically a process of changing those beliefs, changing your concepts, changing your mind about you, about money, and about the two of you together, you and money. So let's look at some possibilities about what you currently believe about money. Here are some examples. Money is bad. Having a lot of money is bad. I have to work really hard for money. I have to do a job that I don't want to do for money. Money runs out. Money is scarce. Money is hard to get. Any of these sound familiar to you? Like do they resonate like, oh yeah, I kind of believe that? Well, this would be a reason why money is showing up in this limited way if that is what you are experiencing. So once you know what you already believe about money, and since we already discovered that money is your creation, i.e., it's showing up according to your beliefs, that's what your creations do, then you are free to give it a new abundant role in your life. Now you are free to rewrite the rules about how money shows up in your reality and at what level. And there's no limit here, you guys. You're only limited by your own ability to change your belief system. Because if you look at what is true about money, money is an infinite resource. Money is abundant. Money is So I like to look at different examples throughout the world. Some people do exactly what they love and make lots of money. Some people do a job that they hate and make very little money, right? So this is all about the individual's concepts. You can see that it's portrayed in the world by all of the different examples of how people experience money. Again, this isn't just the way it is. It's not related to anything other than their belief system, right? So once you know what you believe, then your next job is to understand what would you prefer, identify what you would prefer. And you start to change what you believe about money to be more in line with what you would prefer to believe about money. You see, this is your reality. You're not bound to have one experience with money. That is programming. You are not meant to desire to have more money, more love, more freedom, yet not experience it. That's programming. You're not meant to figure out how this new level of abundance shows up either. Very important to remember. Your job is to decide the rules of your reality, right? Create the concepts that you want your reality to conform to and assume it is true. So what do I mean by this? Your job isn't to figure out what job you need to get and, in order to make this new amount of money that you want to make. That's not, the how is never your job. What a relief, right? The how is never your job. Your job is to decide, how do you want money to show up? You want money to show up for doing nothing? You get to make that rule in your reality. Do you want money to show up when you do things that you absolutely love to do? You get to make that rule in your reality. Do you want more money to show up in the job that you're currently working in? You get to create that rule for your reality. So, it could be useful for you to change your concepts about money within the current situation that you're in, the current circumstances that you're in. You can level up, in other words, in your current circumstances. You don't have to change everything, although you can if you'd like to, but it might be useful for you to right now assume that you are already creating more abundance in your current situation. Once you reach that level, then there might be another level that you want to go to next. Right? And there's no limits, right? So you're not meant to figure out how. You just identify what it is that you want to experience. How do you want money to show up for you now? How would you like it to show up in what amount in your experience? This is your job to now declare, this is what I believe about money. And so when you identify this new belief, you commit to this. You assume that this is true for you. You go back to this again and again. And you go back to reinforcing, reclaiming, reinstating that assumption again and again and again. The evidence in your reality follows your assumption, your commitment to your assumption, but it does not proceed, as Neville reminds us. So you decide, write it down, script it out, affirm throughout the day, disregard your current level of abundance, and remind yourself the new rules of abundance for your reality, right? For you can only ever experience the contents of your own consciousness. A change in consciousness produces a change in your environment. It does not happen the other way around. So you always have to change first in your mind, change first in your consciousness, make a new claim about what your reality is showing you, how your reality works. And you can apply this to any subject. We're just talking about money and abundance in this video, but you can apply this to any subject. Change the rules, make a new assumption, and commit to that assumption, and keep going back to that assumption until you see the evidence. This is the law of how this reality operates. But it doesn't work itself. You have to keep going back to your chosen assumption. You can't choose it, look at the 3D and say, oh, it's not, and change your assumption according to the 3D. And then several days later, okay, I choose this again. And then, back and forth. That's not what persisting is. Persisting is, this is my chosen assumption, this is my chosen preference, this is what I now choose to believe is true, and you stay there. You stay there. You stay there. You don't move. You stay there. In your consciousness, you stay there. And then the evidence follows. But the evidence will not precede your commitment to your new assumption. So I want to share with you also some success stories from some of my clients who have been manifesting money all over the place while they're in my coaching program. Actually, two of them manifested, I think it was around like $1,000, maybe like between $1,000 and $1,500. Two of my clients manifested that amount while they were on the wait list for my coaching program. And I believe this is part of like you taking action and investing in yourself and, being worthy of giving back to yourself, putting this investment into yourself. Everything starts to show up for you in that way. Money starts to show up in more abundance. Everything starts to shift just by you investing in yourself and committing to your own well-being, transformation, moving in the direction that you want to go in. The whole universe wants to support you in going in the direction that you want to go in, right? But you have to go first. Again, everything wants you to be there and wants to move you there, but you have to be willing to go. You have to be willing to go. So sometimes when we make a leap and we make a big investment and we commit to ourselves, the universe loves that. And it's very much supportive of that. And you get a reflection back, that yes, go in this direction. This is good for you. So I also had one client who was working on their belief that money can only come through working, right? She very much had a solid belief that money money can show up, and she had a good amount showing up, but it was just through work. And she didn't really believe that money could show up in any other ways because she hadn't had that experience. So we worked on that belief, working on cultivating the belief that money can show up from unknown or other sources other than her work. And while she was in my coaching program, her friend gifted her some money, an amount of money, after they went out to a casino. Her friend won and gifted her money. So here was money showing up out of the blue from a source other than her working for it. Brilliant, amazing. I had another client who manifested thousands of dollars in refunds. She also manifested a couple $1,000s from an old bank account that she had completely forgotten about. And then I had another client who was also working on her belief that money could come through other means other than work. And that she was just receiving more abundance. So this client, she manifested getting her wages for the month paid early. She also manifested that same month getting paid double of her wages. So she didn't have to work for that extra amount. And she also manifested a large tax return from the government. So all from changing your beliefs, so when you're in my coaching program, we look at all of your beliefs: self, money, relationships, business, or work. Those are the main topics. Of course, we'll look at anything else that you want to look at, but these are generally the hot topics for all of us. So working on, like I said in the beginning of this video, we have to look at what you currently believe about money and then decide what it is you would prefer to believe about money. So like my clients who were working on their belief about money, if they didn't change the belief that money can come through other sources other than work, then they are the source of money behaving that way. This is your reality. You're creating the rules. So you don't have to say that money only comes through work. No one is like forcing you to keep believing in that. You can expand your beliefs. You can expand your beliefs and just open up to the possibilities that money comes through, many different sources. It can show up unexpectedly. It can just show up in the mail. It can show up from, your friend giving you money. It can show up from your work, paying you double. You don't have to come up with these hows, but it's just opening up your mind, opening and expanding your belief system to know that money can show up in many different ways. Again, look out into your reality, into the world, and see there's many different ways that people get money. Your job is to expand your belief system. Look at what you currently believe about money, how money shows up, and at what level. And if it's not of your absolute preference, your absolute choosing, then identify what it is that you would absolutely prefer to believe and start again deciding, cultivating that belief. Script it out, write it down, affirm it throughout the day. Think about it when you buy something. Think about your new beliefs and keep going back to your chosen assumption and allow the evidence to follow your assumption. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. All about manifesting more abundance into your reality. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.